Hello, hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more current latest transfer rumours and gossip that's currently going on the press. So lots to talk about on this video today, so if you do consider dropping likes and if you do consider subscribe as always. So we'll get straight onto the chase. So reportedly I'll be reading some transfer rumours on in the press this morning. As I did say, reportedly Chelsea have targeted 26-year-old Philip Coutinho because there's obviously speculation regarding his future due to that he has had a difficult time, in Spain since he's gone to Spain with Barcelona because he obviously hasn't been first choice in the squad and he's been in and out of the team this season as Philip Coutinho. And obviously from Sarri's perspective, he does see where Chelsea's problems lie in their current squad because obviously, as I did say, Chelsea could see players leaving. I did say David Luiz's contract term is up in the summer. I think Chelsea be in talks of an extension. Gary Cahill could be leaving. They're obviously in the market for the replacement for Cesc Fabregas as well. Obviously, Chelsea have been playing Kante out of position and Eden Hazard out of position because Chelsea are still waiting for the Gonzalo Higuain deal to fully get finalised, as we all clearly know. And that was one of the areas, where they had to strengthen up Chelsea. They do need someone in that attacking third of the pitch that can score them goals and lead the lines because they were dreadful yesterday with Chelsea against Arsenal. Arsenal were totally dominant. Chelsea, majority of their players were dog shit yesterday. Chelsea's, to be quite honest with you, but they were pretty poor against Tottenham as well, wasn't they? In the Carabao Cup was Chelsea. So essentially, now with that fantastic win for Arsenal yesterday, as I did say, we're only 3 points now behind top four. Arsenal are only 3 points behind top four, and now we're level on points with Arsenal, as I currently said. But Chelsea have had a really good January transfer window, to be quite honest with you. They've had a really good window because so far, they've got two players confirmed. They're on the brink of getting another player as well at Chelsea. So they've had a pretty good transfer window of Chelsea, to be quite honest with you. But obviously, there's quite a few players that could be leaving them as well. So reportedly, Chelsea have inquired about the possibility of getting Philip Coutinho. So reportedly, Chelsea have made contact with Barcelona over this. Obviously, my club, Manchester United, have also been interested in him as well. So reportedly, Chelsea are interested in him. Obviously, maybe Chelsea may see him as a replacement for Eden Hazard because obviously Eden Hazard's future is still uncertain. Recently, obviously, he's been playing in a false number 9 position, but obviously, when the Gonzalo Higuain gets confirmed, he will be played back in his favourite position, which is on the left wing. As we all know, but reportedly they've inquired about Philip Coutinho. He probably would cost in the region of £100 million, maybe more than £100 million. It's a deal that's unlikely to happen in this January transfer window. If a deal is to happen, it probably would happen in the summer. But if this does persist, and Coutinho keeps getting dropped out of the squad and he isn't starting from the start until the summer, then Coutinho may consider leaving Barcelona this summer because reportedly Barcelona may be willing to sanction him off because reportedly they're interested in getting Neymar back to the club Barcelona reportedly, but Chelsea have reportedly been in negotiations. They've contacted Barcelona over the possibility of making a move for Philip Coutinho. He's also been linked to a move to Old Trafford as Coutinho because my club Man United have been in talks with Barcelona. Man United have approached Coutinho's representatives, as we all currently know, but he's struggled since he's been at Barcelona. He's only been there a year. Barcelona paid £142 million for him, last year, the current third most expensive player in world football for Coutinho, but he hasn't lived to expectations at Barcelona, as everyone thought he would have done, considering he hasn't made the impact at Barcelona, as he did do at Liverpool, because he had 5 fantastic years at Liverpool. He grew and developed very well, as we all know, and he did very well. He can provide, he can score goals, and his versatility is very good. I think his main role is an attacking midfielder. He can actually operate as a second striker, and he can play on the left wing, and he can play on the right wing, can Philippe Coutinho as well. But he flourished very well with Liverpool, and he had 5 great years with Liverpool, but he hasn't done it, since he's gone to Barcelona. He's failed to emulate what he did at Liverpool, Philip Coutinho, and he's still 26, so he is Premier League proven. He does know about the Premier League, so there's a few Premier League clubs that are interested in getting him back to the Premier League, Coutinho, as we all know, and he has got a long contract with Barcelona. He's done a year of his contract at the moment, and he's fallen down the pecking order to Ousmane Dembele, so Barcelona's preferred option has been Ousmane Dembele over Coutinho, but a player of his calibre, wants to be playing regular. And Philip Coutinho, he's not so really, hasn't been given the opportunity, especially lately. But Coutinho, when he was a lot younger in his prime, used to play under, Mauricio Pochettino, obviously when he was young in his prime, when he was on loan at Espanyol in 2012, and that obviously when Pochettino was managing. as we all know, Sanchi actually began his senior career with Inter Milan because Liverpool only paid £8.5 million him. So financially, Liverpool invested a huge profit, on the player. But Liverpool made him an absolutely fantastic player, Philippe Coutinho. I don't think Liverpool are interested in getting him back to Liverpool. To be quite honest with you, it is Man United and Chelsea that are interested in the player because obviously Chelsea, as I said, are going to be seeing players going. They obviously want a replacement for Fabregas. Eden Hazard's future still uncertain. Callum Hudson, could be leaving as well. He obviously didn't start in the team for Chelsea yesterday against Arsenal as well. A lot of Chelsea fans, were wondering why Callum Hudson-Odoi, didn't start yesterday. So with the lack of game time Callum Hudson-Odoi is getting, this could make him, leave Chelsea. And, Bayern Munich have reportedly been interesting. But Chelsea do create a lot of chances this season. They have done. They're good at holding onto the ball. They're just not scoring enough goals, and that's where their problems lie. The Chelsea's, but hopefully, from a Chelsea's perspective, they've had a good policy in this January transfer window so far, so they're doing very, very good. But as I did say, they're on obviously they've got Gonzalo Higuain. It's not been made official yet, but obviously that's one of the areas you want to strengthen up is that attacking position because Morata's not delivering the goods. Morata was dropped again yesterday, and Morata's been very, very poor for Chelsea, since he's been. So potentially Gonzalo Higuain, it's looking likely Chelsea are going to get him. Well, they are going to get him. It just hasn't been fully finalised yet. He did say he was set to arrive in London in the next 48 hours to complete his medical. This could be confirmed either today or it could be confirmed tomorrow that he's going to be officially a Chelsea player. Reportedly, reports coming out saying that he could be earning £270,000 a week whilst he's at Chelsea, while he's on his 6-month loan with Chelsea. And then Chelsea probably have the option to make the deal permanent in the summer by paying 30 odd million, or they could actually extend the loan by a further 12 months, a further year, depending on the appearances and the goals. I think, but I think he'll fit in, in the Chelsea team. Well, Chelsea were hopeful. They wanted to get it done really, really fast. Chelsea wanted to complete the deal really, really fast so he could be in contention for Arsenal. Didn't get done in time, so potentially it has been a bit of a delay, Higuain to Chelsea because of the Morata situation, as we all know. But I think Higuain will fit in the Chelsea team very, very well. I think he'll lead the lines. He'll score them goals. I may be proven wrong, but we know the Chelsea directors and the Chelsea board do have strong reservations about this because he's age 31 and they have a strict policy of only giving 12-month contract to players age 30 or over, as I said. But I think he'll fit in the team very, very well, Gonzalo Higuain. With Higuain going in that Chelsea squad, that will allow Hazard to go back on the left-hand side in his favoured position because Hazard has been playing up front in a false number 9 position as late, as we all know. But I think he'll do very, very well for Chelsea. Reportedly, he's going to earn around £270,000 a week as Higuain. Chelsea are at negotiations with Juventus. Chelsea have finally come to an agreement with Juventus. They've got him on a 6-month loan, and I think he'll be I think he'll do really, really well. I really, really do. He may become a flop. Some people think he'll become a flop, but he's throughout his playing career, he's been fantastic. He scored over 200 goals in just under 600 odd appearances. Gonzalo Higuain, as I said, but he didn't do so well at AC Milan, but that doesn't mean he isn't going to do well at Chelsea. He didn't do well at Milan, but the other clubs he'd been at previously, he was fantastic at Juventus, had 2 good years. He had 3 good years with Napoli, as we all know, scored 36 goals in one season and broke the Serie A record. He was fantastic when he was a lot younger in his prime. He had 6 good years with Real Madrid as well, did the player, and he scored a bag full of goals, so he's a proven prolific goal scorer, and he's a very, very good efficient finisher, and Sarri knows him, he knows Sarri, so Sarri is reuniting with the player, and obviously it was Sarri's number one main priority target to get in that Chelsea squad, as we all know. But finally they've come to an agreement for the player. He just needs to complete his medical. He's expected to arrive within the next 48 hours to complete it, so he could be in contention for Chelsea's next game, and he could be making his debut in Chelsea's next game, which I don't know which it is. But we know with the Morata situation, obviously, reportedly, according to the Spanish expert, he's agreed to join Atletico Madrid. Reportedly, is Alvaro Morata, where he actually began his youth career with Atletico Madrid. Did Alvaro Morata, as we all currently know, but he hasn't delivered the goods to Chelsea. He hasn't, met the expectation levels, and he hasn't lived up to expectations as Alvaro Morata, as a lot of Chelsea fans expected. When they signed him in 2017, Chelsea signed him for £60 million. They signed him for £60 million, and obviously he signed a 5-year deal, and he's cost Chelsea a lot of points this season because he's missed a lot of opportunities, and he's cost Chelsea a lot of points. So he has been very, very poor, since he's gone to Chelsea. To be quite honest with you, he's failed to emulate what he did, at Real Madrid, where he spent most of his playing career, and in his 2-year period with Juventus, he was very, very good as well. But he just hasn't done it at Chelsea, and especially, since Sarri's been recommended into the job, he hasn't been first choice. He's been falling down the pecking order, so he has had a difficult time, since he's come to the Premier League, as Avril Morata, as we all know. We know what he's capable of, and he can still score goals for Morata, but he's proven to be very, very poor for Chelsea, as we all know. But there's been a few teams in the hunt for Avril Morata. Quite a few host of clubs have been interesting, but now reportedly Atletico Madrid are emerging as the front runners. Reportedly, Spanish experts confirmed that Morata has agreed to join Atletico Madrid. A personal agreement has been reached. Reportedly, I think still negotiations are going on between Chelsea and Atletico Madrid over this, because Chelsea want to sanction Avril Morata off. Whether they're going to sanction him off permanently or whether they're going to sanction him off on loan. Maybe Avril Morata's wage could be a problem in this scenario. As I said, I think it's on about £8-9 million per season. But reportedly, he did say Avril Morata is willing to take a price cut to join Atletico Madrid, because he does want to join Atletico Madrid, as he did confirm. Reportedly, it did say Atletico Madrid are willing to pay him around £3 million for the loan, willing to pay a £3 million loan fee till the summer, and then pay probably an extra £40 million to make the deal permanent in the summer. They're only capable, Atletico Madrid, of paying 50% of his current wages as well, as I do want to confirm that to you. But it looks like Morata could be going to Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid have got to offload one of their players to get him in at Atletico Madrid. But do you think he'll fit in at Atletico Madrid? Well, I'm not sure. Well, he's obviously highly experienced of playing in Spain. Obviously when he was young in his prime, Avril Morata. As we all know. But yeah, it's looking like Chelsea are going to get rid of him, and now they've got Gonzalo Higuain as a potential replacement. And I think he'll do very, very well for Chelsea, to quite honest with you. Chelsea definitely needed someone up there, that can score them goals, and someone who can put the ball in the back of the net, which Gonzalo Higuain is very, very capable of doing. And Chelsea have got a great player there, great player. As I said, I know the Chelsea director and board have got concerns because he's 31, but Chelsea needed him, such as at this moment in time, Tottenham may needed Gonzalo Higuain, because obviously now they've got Kane out until March. I think, yeah, they've got Kane out till March. I think Hugh Sung's out on international duty. Tottenham have only spent £50 million since 2014. So potentially, they could have done with Gonzalo Higuain. And obviously, since 2014, their structure has been transitions. Their structure has been nowhere near like ours, because my club, Man United, have spent a lot of money. £400 million, over £400 million, spent a lot of money over the managerial areas we have spent. Obviously, Arsenal, same with them. Their structure is not like ours, because obviously they aren't getting the right amount of funds to get purchases, and obviously remember has confirmed that they can only get loan deals in this January transfer window, as he has confirmed. So they have a total different structure to what my club, Man United, have got, and what Manchester City have got. Arsenal have got a total different structure, but Arsenal don't need Gonzalo Higuain anywhere. They don't even need a striker, because they've got Aubameyang and Lacazette, that are delivering the goods very, very well for them. As I said, Arsenal need a winger and a central defender. That's the two key areas as addressed, as we all know. But yeah, Chelsea have got Gonzalo Higuain, so they will be happy with that, as we all know. As I did say, Callum Hudson could be leaving as well. He's been heavily linked with a move to Bayern Munich, as Callum Hudson, because obviously Bayern Munich have been heavily linked with him. Bayern Munich are interested in getting young players in their squad, as we all know, because they have got a few aging up players now in their squad of Bayern Munich. Reportedly, I haven't heard any more latest news about it. I know Bayern Munich have been in talks with Chelsea over it. Callum Hudson's got, I think, just under a year and a half left in his contract. There's been no sign of him as yet signing new contracts. But Callum Hudson-Odoi, he's not getting the opportunities at Chelsea, to prove himself and to establish himself, because he was dropped again yesterday in the Arsenal-Chelsea game, was Callum Hudson-Odoi, as I said, but he isn't featuring regular in the Premier League for Chelsea. So his future is obviously uncertain with Chelsea, as I said. But Bayern Munich have been interested. Chelsea turned 3 bids down for Munich. Munich come up with a fourth bid in the region of £35 million. to get the player, as I currently said. So that actually was Chelsea's valuation. And now potentially Chelsea confirmed the signing of Pulisic. When he plays next season, he could fall down the pecking order even more, could Callum Hudson, as I currently said. But yeah, with Eden Hazard, I think he's still a fantastic player. I do think Eden Hazard is potentially the third best player in the Premier League because he's got good physical attributes. He can lead the lines and he can score goals. And he's been at Chelsea since 2012, as we all know. And he has been at Chelsea a good 7 years now. He's grown and developed and turns into a fantastic player. But Chelsea fans did say quite a few weeks ago, they were convinced he could leave now. Due to that, they have confirmed the signing of Pulisic. And obviously now that their interest up in Philippe Coutinho, they could see Coutinho as a replacement for Eden Hazard. Because Coutinho, I think his main position is attacking midfielder, but you can actually put Coutinho in Eden Hazard's role because he can play on the left flank, he can play on the right flank as well. Coutinho, I think he can actually operate as a second striker, can Philippe Coutinho, as we all know as well. But there's obviously more positive news for Chelsea, obviously, as I did it up, because obviously they're in the market, obviously looking for a replacement for Cesc Fabregas, and we know what's being mentioned, this Leandro Paredes. Chelsea are on the brink of getting Leandro Paredes, and I think he's 24 years of age, and he's confirmed that he wants to leave Russia. So potentially Chelsea and Zenit St. Petersburg have, been in heavy negotiations. It's looking like Chelsea now are close to agreeing a fee with Zenit St. Petersburg, because reportedly a contract has been agreed, a 4.5-year contract, a 4.5-year deal has been agreed reportedly. Chelsea are willing to give him about £80,000 a week, plus about 4.5 million per year as well for the player. This Zenit St. Petersburg midfielder is called Leandro Paredes. I've never actually heard of him, so I saw his name, come up in the press. I've been discussing with you on a regular basis about him, so I don't really know much about him, but I know he's 24, he's got a lot of years ahead of him. Is Zenit actually paid £24 million for him from Roma, actually began his youth career with Boca Juniors, and I think he's been at other clubs as well, but he's a Zenit St. Petersburg midfielder. Zenit have made it clear they want 36 million for him. Chelsea had the opening bid turned down of just under 30 million. Chelsea have come in the process of a second bid, and reportedly this could be enough to let Zenit St. Petersburg let him join Stamford Bridge, because I think he's keen on making the move to Stamford Bridge. Is this Leandro Paredes, and Chelsea obviously see him probably as a good replacement for Cesc Fabregas, as we all know. So Chelsea are on the verge of getting him as well. So Chelsea are having a really good January transfer window, as I currently said. And I just said with my club, Manchester United, they should give Ole Gunnar Solskjaer the money now to spend on current, players that we do currently want, because we know one of our key areas we need to strengthen up. We need a strong central defender, as we all currently know, guys. So that's what I'm saying. So we need a strong central defender, as I said. But yeah, Chelsea are having a really good window. But as I said with my club, Manchester United, we're doing really well. At this moment, 7 wins out of 7 now under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 6 wins in the league, 1 win in the FA Cup. Now he has beaten Sir Matt Busby. He's been the first manager to win his first 6 league games, and he has actually beaten Sir Matt Busby's record, as we all know, as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. 7 wins out of 7, 19 goals scored. Rashford scored what in his last 4 games. I think he's actually become the youngest player to do so as well. But, we beat Brighton by 2 goals to 1. We might have been holding on a bit at the end, but all that matters is it's still a win. We're definitely in the top 4 this season. I think we could still possibly get top 4 this season. We're only 3 points, behind top 4. But it's amazing how Solskjaer's changed the structure of this team around, and he's changed everything around. He's got the confidence back in his team. He's got the team motivated. As you noticed, he doesn't rest on his laurels. He shows that inspiration. Does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and he more or less went with the same team yesterday. As he did do against Tottenham. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and that is good to see. We're forced to make a late change, obviously, because of Luke Shaw and that. Luke Shaw suffered illness, so he had to make a late change and bring Diego Dalot into contention as well. But more or less, went with the same team. First half were very good, and Rashford making his 150th appearance, as I said, which was very good to see as well. His 150th appearance, and I think Rashford's very effective when you put him centrally. He looks very effective. He's officially our number 9, Rashford. He's been United player since the age of 7. He's progressing up the ranks, and obviously he's our first choice over Romelu Lukaku. Now he's Rashford, because what Rashford can offer, which is absolutely fantastic, Lukaku can't offer. Martial. He's obviously first choice over Alexis Sanchez, is Martial, because he's very, very good on that left-hand side, is Martial. He causes problems for fullbacks. He can score goals. He can provide as well. So I think, the lineup he went with yesterday and against Tottenham, that's potentially our best 11. As we all know, that's probably our strongest 11, mainly, to be quite honest with you all. It is our strongest 11, but Solskjaer knows what he's doing. He's got the winning mentality. He understands he knows the culture of the club. He knows the shoppings of the club, because he was a great, great manager. He was a great, great player, for 11 years. So he served over 10 years at Manchester United as a player. As I said, he's watched some of these players grow and develop, in the reserve team, as well as Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And he has been speaking about that. He does want to get the job on a full-time basis, does Solskjaer. And I want him to get the job on a full-time basis, because obviously now he is number one priority target that he's likely to get the job on a full-time basis, is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And I hope he does get the job on a full-time basis. But as he said it was unlikely we're going to make any signs in the January window. He said he doesn't expect us to make any signs in the January window. But as he did say, just give Solskjaer the money now to spend on, current players that we do need, to be quite honest with you, as I said. So they should just give him the money now. Chelsea are doing good business in this January window. Arsenal haven't done out just yet, because they can only afford loan signings, as Emery is confirmed. As we all currently know. Tottenham, it's unlikely they're going to spend out in this January transfer window either. Liverpool definitely aren't going to spend out in this January window. I don't think they're going to anywhere. Because potentially, they've invested quite a bit of money in the last couple of seasons of Liverpool, and they were the biggest spenders last summer with Liverpool as well. And obviously they're going for the league this season, which they haven't done for 28 years, and they haven't won it since it got founded in 1992, 1993, of Liverpool, since the Premier League got named. And potentially they haven't won a major honour since 2006 of Liverpool. But I think potentially I think they're going to win the league this season, to be quite honest with you. That was a good game yesterday, wasn't it? Liverpool 4, Crystal Palace 3, 7-goal thriller. You wouldn't have expected that. There was also another 4-3 yesterday. Wolves beat Leicester 4-3 as well. So 2 4-3s. 4-3s are very, very rare. In a football match. But saying, as I did say about my club winning very, very good form at the moment, he's brought the fear factor back to the club with Solskjaer. He's restored Alex Ferguson's techniques, as I currently said. But you see the difference is a lot of vast improvements in the squad. I think Pogba's getting the freedom to express himself, very, very well, express himself. He's getting the freedom to express himself. He's scoring and he's providing. And when he's playing like that, Paul Pogba, he's a player that can be on 12 to 15 goals a season. I think the front men are, getting the freedom to interchange closer together. We're getting fullbacks high up the pitch, central defenders are galloping, high up the pitch, and getting involved as well. The passing's improved, we're creating more chances. So potentially everything has improved under the management of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because I think his managerial style does suit the club, does Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's, as we all know. But potentially he should get the job on a full-time basis, as we all know. And I think, obviously, our objective this season is to get in that top 4. Obviously, there's quite a few teams going for that top 4, because we do want Champions League for next season. And then hopefully, I think he's going to elevate us to that higher level as Solskjaer. And hopefully for next season, he can get us back up there. Get us back up there competing with the likes of City and Liverpool, and get us back up there competing for major honours, as we all know. So that we are hopeful of that. But as I did say to you guys, we know still, got players, coming to the end of the contracts. As we all know, that does need sorting out. There's players coming to the end of the contracts. But we are close to agreeing contracts, for a couple of players I've already explained. But obviously, we've still got Smalling and Rojo injured. They're injured at the moment. Fellaini's obviously out for 3 to 4 weeks, with a calf injury as well. Fellaini doesn't complement our midfield, and I think Fellaini will be sold, because Solskjaer's open to selling Fellaini. I think he's demanding he wants around £15 million. Fellaini doesn't complement our midfield because he's slow and he's sick, as we all know. But Matic is slow, but Matic has dramatically improved under Solskjaer. His distribution's improved. He's looking more effective in his passing. He's getting forward more. He's passing forward more, not passing sideways or backwards. And I think overall in his balance of play, Matic has really improved, to be quite honest with you. But I did say Fellaini reportedly has had offers from Chinese clubs. I think AC Milan and Porto have also been interested in marrying Fellaini as well, but he's out for 3 to 4 weeks now. There were talks about Scott McTominay leaving Manchester United as well. There were talks about that, but now Solskjaer's not willing to sell him because of this injury to Marian Fellaini. It is a calf injury he's got, so he could be out for a month. Could Marian Fellaini with this as well. Reportedly, I think Celtic have been interested in Scott McTominay, as I said. But I also do think, Matteo Darmian will be leaving Manchester United. That's another player I do think will be leaving the club, Matteo Darmian, because obviously Luke Shaw's our first choice left back. We did see Darmian come on in the game yesterday, to be quite honest with you, but I do potentially think I don't think Darmian's got a future. The club is coming to the end of his contract. And I do think Jones and Smalling, will be gone next season, to be quite honest with you. I know Jones has been irregular lately, alongside Lindelof, and Lindelof's dramatically improved at our centre-back position, this season. But as I did say, I do think Smalling and Jones will be gone next season. Obviously, Smalling's are still injured at the moment, as we all currently know. I do think Valencia will be leaving the club as well. Maybe it could still happen in this January window. It's probably likely it will happen in the summer, to be quite honest with you, that Antonio Valencia will leave Manchester United. Obviously, he's been here since 2009, so he's been here, is it nearly 10 years or something like that, and he's been in and out of the team this season. He's hardly even featured this season, because obviously Ashley Young is obviously our first choice right back. He can play at left back, obviously, occasionally, Ken Ashley Young, as he has done on a couple of occasions, but mainly his first choice at that right back, and that is his preferred position is right back. He used to be a right winger mainly, when he was young in his prime, Ashley Young, but now obviously Ashley Young is 33 years of age, as we all currently know. He's an Antonio Valencia, he's 33 years of age, and now obviously Ashley Young and Antonio Valencia have obviously won everything here, both players, apart from the Champions League, of course. They've made over 300 appearances, both players. Ashley Young's been here a good what? A good 8 years, Valencia's been here nearly 10 years, but I think Valencia will be leaving, and I think West Ham have actually, been interested in Antonio Valencia, and to be quite honest with you, he's grown and developed over the years as Antonio Valencia, but obviously he is no longer first choice in our squad, so I do see Valencia, leaving the club as well. I do see Valencia, leaving the club as well. But yeah, we've got some positive news that's been coming out of the media as well, as we all currently know. That's been coming out of the media that reportedly we are close to agreeing a 5-year deal for Antonio Martial, as we all know. So we're on the brink of agreeing a new deal for Antonio Martial, as it has confirmed. So this will be a 5-year deal reportedly, which would take him under contract with Man United until 2024, as we all know, Antonio Martial. So that is very, very good positive news. Man United have been in talks over this. Obviously, last year, back in October, he turned down a contract offer from Man United, as we all know, did Anthony Martial. But obviously, his agent confirmed he was very pessimistic of Martial, signing a new long-term deal at the club. And his representative confirmed last summer Martial actually demanded that he wanted to leave Manchester United, reportedly. Obviously, last year we activated a 12-month extension on his current contract to keep him under contract here until the summer, I think, of 2020. But obviously now we are close to getting him a 5-year deal at Manchester United, which would be fantastic, because I think Martial's happy here. He wants to stay. And obviously now Solskjaer's come in and he's got the belief in the players. He's got players. Solskjaer's got the players playing the way he wants them to play. They're just playing in the manner that we want them to play in, and they're playing in the right vein to get this team forward, as we all know. But Martial is a key player, and Martial's performances have been very, very good this season, as we all know. And he's been a key player in our squad, as we all know. And we have had him since 2015. This is his 4th season now in the process. Well, I think he's been here 3.5 years, fourth season, something like that. And he's only 23 years of age, and I think he'll grow and develop, very, very well under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Anthony Martial. So we're on the brink of agreeing a new 5-year deal for him, which is very, very good. As I did say, the same situation goes with Ander Herrera. He's becoming a regular in this team, is Ander Herrera, as we all know. And I'm very, very proud of Ander Herrera, because I think his performances have been very, very good. I think he's complementing our midfield very, very well, is Ander Herrera. I think he's a good player, Ander Herrera, to quite honest. He wasn't a regular, early on this season. He was coming on the substitutes, but he's been, since Solskjaer's come in, he's been a key player as Ander Herrera, and he's been playing a big part in the team as Ander Herrera in that midfield, as we all know. And he has been chosen as a regular Ander Herrera since Solskjaer's come in. Obviously, we're in talks to get him a new deal as well, and same with Ashley Young. We're in talks to get him an extension on his contract as well, as I said. But there's a lot of players coming to the end of the contract, and I think we're somewhere along the line we can get Ander Herrera a new contract. I think Atletico Bilbao, his ex-club, have also been interested in him, getting him back to Atletico Bilbao, Ander Herrera. And he has been here. Is this his 5th season now with Manchester United, Ander Herrera? So, yeah.
I do think we'll somewhere along the line get him a new deal. Same scenario with Juan Mata, as I currently said. Obviously, it came out in the press that currently Juan Mata, his agent and his father, which is his agent, I think, set to have negotiations with the Man United officials of getting Juan Mata a new contract term at the club. I think we are actually preparing to offer him a 1 year extension on his contract, Juan Mata. I think we could be reducing his £170,000 a week wages he's currently receiving here. So hopefully Mata will go along with this and he'll accept that his weekly wages will be reduced, because it is £170,000 a week at the moment, as we all know. But Juan Mata, I think obviously now Lingard's obviously first choice now over Juan Mata. Well, he has been lately, as we all know, but he's still a very, very good key player. He's Juan Mata, a very, very good consistent player. And since he's been here since 2014, this is his fifth season now with Manchester United. We've had him since 2014. Of course, I think it's since 2014. Yeah, it is. We just paid under £40 million for him. But since he's been here, he's made over 200 odd appearances. As we all know, as Juan Mata, he's won the EFL Cup, the Europa League, EFL Cup, the Europa League and the FA Cup since he's been here. Where Juan Mata, he's won everything in English football. This is including his time at Chelsea as well. His 3 years with Chelsea, but he just hasn't won the Premier League, and that's the only thing he hasn't won. Juan Mata, as we all know, and obviously he does miss Spain a bit. Does Juan Mata, to quite fair. He actually began his youth career with Spain, with Real Madrid, and he had 4 good years with Valencia, under Emery at the time when Juan Mata obviously was younger in his prime. But I think we can come to an agreement of getting him a new 1 year deal. That's been the talks, that we're going to be activating a 1 year extension on his current contract as well, Juan Mata. And we've got the same situation with De Gea. We do want to come to an agreement on getting him a new long-term deal at the club as well, David De Gea, because there has been talks about that going on in the media as well. I think the latest news I heard about that reportedly, the last time I heard about it, that reportedly he wants to become one of the club's highest paid players. As we all know, players does David De Gea, because he currently is demanding that he wants a wage increase, and he wants around £300,000 a week. Does David De Gea? But as I said, Sanchez is bloody on £500,000 a week, and obviously he's our highest paid player, as we all know. But same with David De Gea, he wants around £300,000 a week, as he has confirmed. David De Gea, this is what he wants. Potentially, I think he's on £200,000 a week at the moment, as I did currently say. But obviously, we've had him here since 2011, so he has been here a good 8 years now, made over 300 odd appearances in all competitions, won Club's Player of the Year 4 out of 5 seasons as well. He's won the Smart Busby Player of the Year, quite a few times, as David De Gea, as well, as we all know. But we will come to an agreement of getting him a new long contract at the club, as we all currently know, which is very, very good to see. And Solskjaer does want Herrera to sign a new deal. He wants Mata to sign a new deal, as he has confirmed. So I think we'll come to agreements on players we want to get new contracts for, as we all know. But obviously, De Gea was on the brink of joining Real Madrid in 2015, but it didn't happen. It did previously say that, obviously, before that, Juventus and Paris Saint-Germain obviously were interested in David De Gea as well. But obviously, we know there's still key areas we do need to strengthen up. We definitely need a strong central defender. We needed someone on the right-hand side as well, because I said all our attack, majority of our attack is coming from the left through Luke Shaw and Martial and Paul Pogba and all that. So we definitely need a strong central defender, as we all currently know. So I just would give Solskjaer the money now. I just don't see the problem in giving Solskjaer the money now, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, there you go. We will see what happens, as I said. But Solskjaer did confirm before it was unlikely we was going to make any signings in this January window. He doesn't expect us to make any signings in this January window, because obviously we've spent a lot of money. We spent a lot of money under Mourinho. We spent over £400 million. We spent, since Alex Ferguson away, we've spent probably just under £1 billion. Maybe about £700-800 million we've spent, since Ferguson retired. So we have spent a lot of money. Obviously, Arsenal are only getting loan signings in this January window, as I did confirm, because obviously they don't have the same structure as obviously my club Manchester United do, or Manchester City and that do, or even Liverpool. Arsenal do not have the same structure, as we all know. So yeah, the breaking news is on this video is about Philippe Coutinho. Reportedly Chelsea have been interested in him. Obviously my club Manchester United have been interested in him as well, as we all currently know. But I think he does feel unhappy with Barcelona, but I think he probably will stay at least until the summer. Will Coutinho? Obviously now from Barcelona's perspective, they're interested in getting Neymar back to Barcelona, as we all know, because obviously Neymar and Lionel Messi, Messi's still in the team at Barcelona. Obviously Neymar and Messi, had a great friendship and relationship, together, as we all know. But obviously Neymar's the most expensive player in world football. as we all currently know at this moment. I think PSG are obviously under financial fair play regulations, as we all know. So they're planning Barcelona maybe to get Coutinho, sanction Coutinho off if they get the right amount of money they're demanding they want for him, and then go make a move for Neymar, as I currently said. So anyway, we'll update you some more transfer rumours soon. We'll give you a bit of an update what's going on with Arsenal's transfer news soon. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel, guys. If you do consider a subscribe, as always.